Good morning, Flosstube. This is Minnie Gray at all XXs, and let's go to the Magic Q Snap. I'm just going to call out the people who are new commenters. So here we go. Glenna Henninger. I think I haven't seen your name for a while in the comments, but how are you doing? Kathy Ocasio. Patricia Ferry, Dina from Half Stitch Cross Stitch. You're not a new commenter, but for some reason I checked off your name. Jennifer Brent, Carol Dana, Donna Jean, Debbie Collins. Let's see. Donna Bland, Mary Mac 16, Cowgirl Kate Paints a Plenty. If you haven't gone to her channel, you should. She does these beautiful paintings, and she's on Instagram. If you watch her stories on Instagram, you can watch her actually create these beautiful paintings. I'm just saying. So, go find Cowgirl Kate Paints a Plenty. Cynthia Cabray. Crappy Stitcher. Mrs. J. Patricia Kizmarek. Mary Cat Stitches. Lisa from Lisa's Stitching Stable. Tamara Bowen. And Autumn, the Corn Skirt Stitcher. Okay, so my list is shorter today because instead of repeating from last time, I just did the new commenters who I haven't called out in a while, or if they're new, then I've never called them out before, so that's who I got today. So, thank you for commenting on my last video, and I hope you have something you could find interesting on this one. So that's all for the Magic Q Snap. Okay, so let's see, I've got quite a bit to tell you from the last my last video. I created one of these the Tiny Decision wheel on my phone, which I don't have with me, but I put on the wheel my whips, well, the majority of my whips, and so for this month, since the 5th of October, I've been spinning the wheel and working on a whip. So I've actually done 16. Some days I did other things, so I didn't get a chance to spin the wheel, and some days I spent, you know, I stitch more than one day on a whip. But that's how I'm choosing which one to work on next, is that I spin the wheel. Let's see, what can I do with this booklet? My whips are right here. Oh, we go. Okay. And I didn't take them out of the bag, so you're going to hear some crinkling. And I've tried tightening up the screws on my chair. Short of getting a new one, you're going to hear squeaking. So, hopefully it won't be too bad. So between the squeaking of the chair and the crinkling of the bags, that's just the ambiance. Okay, this is my, let's see, this is Silver Creek Sampler. Silver Creek Samplers, and this is Seeds of Freedom, and I am just about finished. I'm down on the last section. I put in that flower and those words. Actually what happened was I ran out. The reason I stopped because I ran out of it's a carpet, I think it was Banker's Gray, maybe Banker's Gray, something like that, for these letters here. And so I did the flower. So And there's a lot of words down here at the bottom, and that's why I didn't continue, because there was a lot of that go here, so I didn't finish up on this one. I was gonna try to go for a finish, but I ran out of the color I needed, so that one didn't get finished this time. Let's see, the next Silver Creek sampler, well, the next whip I worked on is another Silver Creek sampler. This one is Dare to Fly. And this is where I am now. I started on the cage, but I'm loving this, and I love the fabric. It's an under the sea fabric from Leslie LaFleur, and it's called let me see. It is called Coloris, and it's from Under the Sea Fabrics. Okay, this was a new start. I think I showed it to you in the. I showed you the fabric and the thread in my last video. This is by, let's see, it was an Etsy. I got it off Etsy, and this is from Dark Crosses. This is a division of Modern Folk Embroidery, and it's called All Are Equal in Death. That's the picture. I am stitching it on a 28 count Jaslyn purple from Swigert. It's a Swigert fabric, but it's from Needleworker Delight and Silk Weavers Fabrics. That's where I got it. Now, I had initially decided I was going to stitch this on the Wix Dye Works Trick or Treat floss, but the dark portions of the floss did not show up on my purple fabric, so I had to make a executive decision, and I decided that I was going to use Classic Colorworks Colonial Copper, and it's beautiful. So here we go. This is All Is Equal in Death. And this is where I am so far. So I've got most of the skeleton, and it stitches up really easy. It was hard to see the dark, like I said, the dark portion of that floss on this dark purple, so I had to change it. But once I changed it, stitching with the Colonial Copper makes it a lot easier to stitch. I also spun this one, which is from Lila's Studio. It is Sirena. I'm stitching it on 32 count Picture This Plus Alchemy, which is Alchemy is the called for fabric, only mine is 28 count. And this is where I am so far. I used a Krynic, a couple of the Krynic colors for the fish. I hope you can see the sparkle. Yeah, there we go. But that's as far as I am right now in my aerial needle minder. I'm gonna go through these, try to go through these pretty quick. I've got a lot of stuff to show you and a lot of stuff to tell you. I went to a retreat So I've got some stuff to show you on that. From there, it was the DC Metro Stitchers. One of the ladies who set up that group decided she wanted to have we were going to have a retreat in our area. So we went to Herndon, Virginia, which is maybe an hour from here, from where I live. And I'll tell you about that later. Let me get on with the whips. I also spun my wheel and I worked on, this is another Etsy chart. Well, I got it from Etsy. It's let's see. I have to try to read, find out who it's by. Okay, Dead Girl. It's Love My Stitch from Etsy. Is the shop name on Etsy, and it's called Dead Girl. And this is what I'm working on. I'm stitching it on an 18 count. I think this is Off-White or Antique Ada. Up close, it doesn't look like much. At a distance, you can tell that some of the detail is showing through. And I may have to I'm going to pause here and shut the blinds on my window next to me so it won't be so bright and you'll be able to see the items I'm showing better. So now, hold on. As I was saying, the Dead Girl, you close up is very pixelated. But when you look at it from a distance, you can see where I'm at and what I'm working on. There we go. And I have been working, as you can see, I'm working in that part of the chart where her hair flips up in the back, right in this area here, and I have some of these feathers already put in. So this is very confetti heavy, so it's slow going on this one, but it's fun. When I'm working on it, it's a lot of fun to see it gradually take shape. And so I like working on that one. This one I spun the wheel, which is also another Etsy. I love Etsy. This is Valentini cross stitch, and it's called I Love Yoga. When I saw this chart, I just had to have it because it reminded me of a story that Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy, told about her, how she got her name as Bendy Stitchy, which was yoga. And when I saw this chart, I decided, I said, well, I like this. This was so cute. So I had to get this chart. And here we go. And yes, I've decided that all of my ladies will be multicultural yoga participants. And there we go. So I'm about halfway done. And this is on just on an 18 count white Ada. It's a lot of fun. Those little cute little ladies are so sweet. But some of those poses, never gonna happen. Not with me anyway. But I love stitching it. That's my exercise, stitching yoga people. Okay, the last whip that I worked on is also an Etsy. Must be the month of the Etsy. This one is called Vintage Cat. Let's see, did I write down the information? Nope. I don't think so. So I can tell you the, oh, Alice Allen. And the, let's see, that's her, that's the designer. It's Alice Allen. And just go to look on Etsy and look up and key in Alice Allen, and her shop should come up, her designs. And this is Vintage Cat. I'm almost done with the other ear. I love it. And then I get to fill in, once I'm finished with this top part of the ear, then I can go back and finish and fill in the nose. I think that, no, just the other eye. But I love those eyes. Look at it. And I used Petite Treasure braid. No. This is, because I'm using two colors, needlepoint braid. This is Entice. It's a needlepoint braid. It doesn't have a color, but I love it. It's beautiful. See the sparkle? And this is a lighter shade. And it sparkles too. So the cat has sparkly eyes. And I love it. That is Vintage Cat, and I'll show you one more time. Okay, it's Vintage Cat. Okay, let's see. Is that all of them? Seeds of Freedom, Dare to Fly, Dead Girl, Serena, I Love Yoga, Finish. Oh. Okay, one whip I worked on and pulled out was M is for Mermaid, and I have a finish. So this was one of my whips, and of course, you know, I did not write down, the information, but I'll put it somewhere here in the video when I edit. I'll put the name of who it is. It's stitched on a 28 count MCG, is it MCG fabric? So that's the fabric, and these are DMC colors. So, but I'll let you know who this is by in the video. But I have a finish. So that one is finished. That was one of my whips. Okay, let me see. Did I see anything else? Equal in Death. Oh, it's the month of the Etsy designs. This one is from Colleen Carrington. And it's the Hogwarts crest. And I did more stitching on that one. I worked on this side of the filigree, the gold filigree. I got this in. No, I take that back. I worked over here. But I got this portion at the top. I got all of that done here, and I did the back stitching. So that's my Hogwarts crest. This is on a white Ada. I think it's 18 count, I believe. Either 18 or 16 count. I think it's 16 count, because it isn't quite as tiny. So I think that's a 16 count Ada. And that was another whip that I spun on my wheel. Let's see. Oh, I made a flat fold for the very first time. It was a gift that I gave in exchange at the Herndon's Stitch Fest retreat this past weekend. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before. The 19th and the 20th. So I don't have it here to show you, but I'll insert a picture of it here. So the person who received my flat fold, she loved it. She said she thought it was professionally finished, and Vanna even told me it looked good. So I'm very proud. I was so proud of myself that I actually could finish a flat fold. That was the first one I'd ever done. So there's more to come. I've got plenty of stuff that I can finish up. Now I finished up this little pillow, and I tried getting my corners. It's kind of full, and I saw Vanna use this ticking on a pillow that she made, and Vanna is totally my finishing guru, and one of these days I'm going to meet her. I love you, Vanna. But anyway, here is my little pillow. So that's an FFO. I actually had two this time. Okay. Let's see. What else can I show you? Before I get into the retreat stuff. Let's see, what else do I have printed on my notes? Let me check, because I'm old. Oh, my project bags that I modified Vanna's envelope project bag with the plastic on the front. I sent a friend of mine. From my last video, and I was telling about the instructions on how to make it. One of my viewers and subscribers actually used my instructions between what I was telling, how I described it to do it, and the written instructions I think I shared. She made her own, and Lori from the Stitching Monks has made her own project bags using my instructions, and she said they turned out perfectly, and she was happy with them. So she sent me pictures, and they were beautiful. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I have another whip that I took with me to the Stitch Fest retreat. Is a Mirabilia. And of course, I don't normally stitch Mirabilias. This one I did. It's Bella Butterfly. Okay. And let's see if I can find the sticker in with my floss. I told you were going to hear some crinkling, so that's okay. Don't worry about it. It'll be alright. This is on Under the Sea Fabrics Naiad. I think that's how you pronounce it, Naiad. And it's Bella Butterfly. And I stitched it. And except for a small amount of beads, I'm almost finished. Those empty spaces you see here and here are for beads, but I finished it. She's almost done. And I'm so happy. This is my only second memorabilia. I stitched a year, maybe a couple of years ago. There was a free hula girl that was given away, I think, at a memorabilia retreat, and then she released it, and it was a freebie, and I stitched that. And this is only the second memorabilia I'm stitched, and I love this. The other one, Bella B, will be my next, well, not my next start, but I'll stitch that one too. I have it all kitted up and ready to go. I have the floss, the threads, the beads. So all I need to do is finish the beading on Bella Butterfly, and she's done. So I actually had that finish at the retreat, the stitching finish. I worked on, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this picture. I showed it the other day. I worked on this one, and it got to a point at the retreat that I guess I was talking too much, because I could not get that black border to you know, the little bottom parts of it and the top to all match up. But I finally did once I got home, and this is where I am now. And it just got a little, because all of the other, there's a lot more black to go. I got a slit, I have a slit to stitch, and this is Ghoul Tidings. This is what it looks like, what it will look like. And as you can see, I have a slit, the basket, no, parts of the basket, the slit, and the slit, and it was all in black, and I had stitched quite a bit of black, so I wanted something with a little more color in it for a little while. So I put this one up for a minute. And I started this one at the retreat, at the Herndon retreat. This is a chart from Trail Creek Farm. It says Little Susie Halloween Treats. And it just reads, Halloween treats can't be beat. They're fun. They're fun to eat. And that's what it says. So I started it at the Herndon retreat, and I've been working on it up for the last couple of days. Oh well, when I put down the black stitching on that last one yesterday. And this is where I am so far. I've got Halloween treats at the top to fill in, and hopefully I can find a little bat and caramel corn buttons. But right now I'm using my bacon and eggs needle minders. I made those myself, by the way. I found the pins at the, I think it was, we have a store 5 and below. So that's what I used. Is my bacon and egg needle minders. Who doesn't love bacon and eggs? Okay, so let's see. Now on to some hauls, some charts. Oh, by the way, I got this at the Harrisburg retreat as one of the gifts in my thank you, Andrea, exchange box. Oh, I've got exchange. Let me show you. I showed you the flat fold that I made for my exchange gift at the Herndon retreat. This is what I received, and it is gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And it's finished perfectly. I love it. I love it. It's going on my tree this year. This is from Melissa Green. She's part of the K&J Stitches, so you can go watch her. Go to her channel, K&J Stitches, and she's Melissa. So this is what I received as my exchange, and it's, as you can see, there's a crow wearing a Santa hat, right? Well, this is the gift bag she had it in. A Santa bag. I love it. Perfect. Perfect. I've got a couple of pictures of another gift box that was given out. Well, we had a mystery gift box. And I didn't take pictures of my gift box. But it was strange because the person who got my gift box, I got hers. So we kind of just traded. And it was actually pulled. We went up to the table, you know, and you just picked up one randomly. And for some reason, she got my box and I got hers. So out of 17 people that participated, I got her box and she got mine. I'll show you what I got in my box. We had 10 questions or 10 clues that we had to match up. And I'll try to remember what they were. Well, number 10 is was to write a note. So I got this very nice note card from Robin Brown, who was my recipient and provided my box. So that was number 10. Okay, we had one thing was supposed to be Halloweeny, and I get, so I've had my trick or treat. This is mint dark chocolate M&Ms. I haven't opened them. I was saving them to do my video, so you know what's going on next, don't you? Okay, so like I said, I don't have there. I took the paper off of them as far as the numbers and everything. All the items were numbered, but I unpacked it, so I don't have the numbers. So they won't be in order, but I remember what they were. So this one had to be autumn, and you had to have something for autumn. And this is Autumn Spice by Little House Needleworks. Okay, the packaging is different. It didn't look like a Little House Needleworks, but it is. Okay, and I also got the floss. Don't want to show you the chart too long, but I got the floss to go with it, which are beautiful flosses. These are Classic Colorworks. So I got Autumn Spice, and I also got Simple Abundance from Summer House Stitchworks. This is beautiful. I like that too. I don't have a lot of autumn charts, so this is great. Now I've got a lot of Halloween, but I don't have a lot of autumn. Okay, for something soft, I got these beautiful Lady Dot Creates chenille. This is Bear, and this is Licorice. They are definitely soft. So I can't wait to finish something with those. For yellow, something yellow, I get Dames of the Needle from the Cauldron. This is Halloween Moon mini pom-poms. And then I get Dames of the Needle. These are Sunny Side Up cotton chenille. So those are beautiful. Can't wait to use those. For something that, it was, let's see, the very first one was something that a tool, that either a new tool or your favorite tool. So this is a corner gauge. Well, you can't see it. Okay, here we go. It's a corner gauge, which is a very handy tool to have when you're starting your projects from the top or the bottom. And it came in this beautiful little cover. So that's good. I love that. Perfect. Something shiny. Well, let's see, what was it? I can't remember which one this was. Okay, for something yellow, I get more. This is some cording. Beautiful yellow cording. Okay. Something orange. I actually get 3 items for something orange. I get a gassed. It's pumpkin, which is lovely. I get Weeks Dye Works pumpkin. That's another beautiful. And I get a pumpkin scissor fob. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Love it. We also had something shiny, and something shiny and sparkly. I get shiny new needles. I got a package of gold DMC needles and 2 packages of Bowen needles. Perfect. Perfect. Something froggy. I got a frog needle minder. And a lot of, just to show you the similarities in our boxes, I created her a needle minder, which was also a frog. It was a frog button that I purchased and put a magnet on. I turned it into a needle minder. Sorry about that. But she has a frog needle minder for me. I can't remember what the scissors, because we didn't have a blue. So this could have been shiny also. I'm not sure. I forget now which category this was in. But these are great scissors. Great scissors. I have a pair like this here that I also use. They're very sharp and they're very pointy. So these are great scissors and they're inexpensive. So, well, this is my box. This is Gather Together. So it's a beautiful box. And this is what all of my goodies were in. So this was very good. I love this. So thank you, Robin. And I hope you enjoy your items. Thank you very much. Okay, so that was from the Herndon Retreat. It was Stephanie Kind's idea, and it was coordinated by Katrina Boyd. So Katrina did a very good job with everything. I'm going to show you this really quick. That was a chart that Stephanie created for us for the retreat. It was the same emblem that we had on our shirts, which I don't have, and I don't have on today. So let me show you some charts that, a couple of gifts that I got. I think I showed you, no, this one actually came from the Harrisburg retreat. I think I showed you this one already. Okay, so this I found on the freebie table. I am a big fan of the freebie table. I'm a big fan of free anything. So free charts are my thing. So that was a freebie. Let's see, what else did I get a freebie? I got Jolly Old Saint Nick from Blackberry Lane Designs. This was I found on the freebie table. Great chart. I found this Butternut Road. It's Children's Garden. I think it was Dina from Half Stitch Cross Stitch. I think she stitched this one. I got that one off the freebie table. Okay. I found some more stuff on Etsy. Well, actually, this one is the Linens and Threads 2018 mystery sampler that I've been collecting the parts of. I'm not that crazy about them. I didn't want to really stitch the whole thing, but when this section came out, I was notified because I am the mermaid lover. You know, I love mermaids. And I was notified that there was a mermaid section. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. And I love these mermaids and that fish. The crown, love it. So I may just stitch that band. I don't know. This was a freebie from, I think this is a freebie. It's Haunted House, Lucy Heaton. It's a freebie from Lucy Heaton. So that Haunted House, I love that. Okay, at at my local LNS, my local needlework store, the last stitch night, I had requested the Drawn Threads Happy Halloween. So I picked this up at the last stitch night, was Wednesday, last Wednesday. I got in my charts that I ordered. This is the last part of the Stony Creek stitch free charts for Halloween. You can stitch them like this and make it into a bell pull, or you can do flat folds, and I know how to do them now, so you can do it and change it into a flat fold. So I got this in the mail, and of course it could not travel alone, so I bought the Hands-On Design Live Within Your Harvest. I like that one. I like that one. And it came with the beautiful velveteen for the drum, and I haven't made a drum yet, so I'm going to try my hand at a drum. I got a gift in the mail. It was just a Halloween gift from Taiwana, a great friend. Beautiful card in orange floss. Isn't it pretty? Beautiful orange. So thank you, Taiwana. Love it. And these are my purchases from the Herndon Retreat. I didn't go crazy because I had a fabric frenzy at the Harrisburg Retreat, so I toned it back a little bit. But this, I had to buy some of this fabric. It is such a, it looks like it's going to be so easy to stitch on, and it's soft. It's a linen, but I just had to buy some. This is Dames of the Needle from the Cauldron. The color is North Beach Brown, and it's a 32 count. And I'll just let's see. There was a yard. I think it was a complete yard, and by the time it got cut, this was a little less than a yard, I believe, or I mean a little less than fat quarter or fat half. So the way it was cut, this is what was left. But I like it because it's long. It's a long piece, and it's a long piece. So I have a couple long projects that I could stitch this on, and like I say, it's North Beach brown, but it has a little shading, a little modeling of maybe blue or gray in it. You can see a little bit. Yeah, you can see a little bit of it, and I love it. It's very, and it's like I say, it's a linen, but it doesn't have the big slubs. So I can't wait to start stitching something on this. I love it. And it's soft. It's really soft. So yes, I had to get a piece of that. So sorry, bumped you again. Sorry, but that's the way it goes. Anyway, see, you can barely hear the squeaking of my chair. It isn't as bad as it was the last time. But I can't get a new one. This one is, I just got it broke in. Maybe that's why it's squeaking. Anyway, these are my charts I purchased at the Herndon Retreat. It's hands-on design. This is I like this one. I really like this one. So that's why I bought it. Laundry, the never-ending cycle. So true. So I got that one. I get my Lucy Bean. Hi, Becky. I get Becky Nolan's Lucy Bean. This is In Autumn Leaves Fall. Like that one. And Jardin Privé, I've got the My Lady's Quaker. The companion piece is the Gentleman Quaker. I don't have that one yet, so that may be another one day. Maybe I'll order that one as the companion piece. But I like this one. It reminds me of the Rose Quaker. Okay, so that is. Let's see, what else let me see, is there anything else that I am not remembering? The pictures, I said, okay, there was a mystery box that was given out, and the lady who prepared the box, oh my God, this was amazing. She decided, instead of collecting up items to go in the box, she converted those clues. She found charts to fulfill each one of the clues, and she stitched each section, 9 sections, into a pillow. It's gorgeous. It is fantastic. I will show you pictures of I'll put them at the end. Pictures of the pillow and pictures of the lady who received the box. So it is amazing. It was just phenomenal that she actually, her thought process is to take that idea and, you know, my idea was to go and fill up a box like 90% of the people did. Her idea was just phenomenal. And she did a perfect job. She did a beautiful job as far as the stitching and the finishing. So I'll show you a picture on the end. I'll put in a little video from the retreat. And I think that's about it. And I've kept you sitting here till my battery is getting close to the end, so that's telling me that I've talked too much. So I'm going to edit and put this up, and I appreciate all of the comments and messages from all of my subscribers. I really appreciate them. I love you for watching my ramblings and squeaky chair and all. I appreciate it. Hope you'll come back, and until then, make some wonderful little X's, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Somebody wanted to come and visit. He was a little sleepy, but he wanted to make an appearance. Hey, Moke. Hey, Moke, Moke. This is Smokey. And of course, he's the king. And he wanted to say hi. Hi, Mokey. You hurt my nose. See the cat? Look. He's not interested. Okay. You ready to go?